Good evening. It's Monday, November 9th, and I offer a color meditation tonight. My body was not up for a yoga practice, and I wanted to honor what my body needed. There's a time to push, and there's a time to know when to listen. And I've been pushing a lot, so it's time to listen. And I share because I think it's important to know where your guru uh, lives and reigns, right? And I try to walk the talk the walk, and that's why I'm adding this video tonight. Is that I wanted to offer a practice that spoke to me, to what I thought might be needed in the community, in the atmosphere, and that was a nice tension relieving meditation. I also wanted to share a little bit of my own insight and struggle right now, and it starts with reading. It often does for me. So in this book called Until Today, I read a lot, or have a lot of things that kind of guide my day, and it says, in the midst of difficult or challenging situations, don't shut down, open up. Just when you think you can't take anymore, do anymore, be anymore, don't give up. Open up. When it feels like you're about to fall off a cliff, jump. So there's been something that's been going on for me that I've just sort of been shutting down about. And so I'm going to use hopefully less than 4 minutes to talk about it here. There's a timer, thankfully. Whether I'm a Republican or Democrat, I don't think really matters. And to be forthright, I'm not either. I tend to vote based on who I think is the candidate that can best serve our country and our needs. I have voted Democrat, I have voted Republican. One of the things that most upset me about this election is that the majority of people who left the polls stated they did not think that Donald Trump did a very good job during this pandemic. However, many of them voted for him because they felt he could do a good job with the economy. Now you're saying, well, why do you care Joe Biden won? I care because there's still, I forget how many millions of people that did vote for him. And why that matters to me is that a friend of mine just lost his father. And his father was a great businessman, a good father, a good husband, important man in our community. And if we all think that we can have a good economy without good people, we have our priorities backward. And it concerns me that there's this disconnect, that people can recognize that maybe we are not doing a good job with the pandemic and that people are dying. The numbers are up. And just like my friend lost his father unexpectedly and very quickly, I might add, people all over our country are losing friends and family and people that are integral to our societies. And people recognize that Donald Trump has not done a good job at that. And yet they think that somehow we can have a good economy without people. And I don't want to make it about Donald Trump. What I want to make this about is our priorities. There's a way in which we, as an American people, have lost sight of our priorities. If you don't have health, you can't have economy. If you don't have people, you can't have economy. You know, the economy doesn't run itself. It's people, right? It's businesses. It's people running those businesses. It's places to live. It's people offering places to live. It's people building those places to live. I mean, I could go on, but it starts with health. It starts with priorities of family and education and it's important to make sure that we understand where our priorities are. Recently, somebody said to me, the safety of a lot of our neighborhoods has gone down. And I said, yes, because the health has come first. How can you have safety in neighborhoods where your first priority has to be saving lives, right? How can you perpetuate safety if your first line of defense has to be getting people off ventilators and making sure people aren't walking into hospitals where there are no beds? So, if you've ever studied Maslow's hierarchy, it's a reminder of where we are. And if you haven't studied Maslow's hierarchy or looked at it, even just looking at it gives you an idea. But, the economy is like up here, that you have to have like your health, you have to have safety, you have to have all these things before you can have money and wealth. It doesn't work the reverse. So, I think it's important, to recognize that we're all connected, and we're all connected through health and well-being, through community. And if we're all not looking out for one another through health and safety and ensuring that one another has what they need and is doing well, no one will prosper, right? We can't have an economy if we're all dying. I don't mean to laugh. I just mean that there's a real disconnect that's happened. And I think the reality might come pretty hard in the coming months as we have a lame duck president and the inability to then conquer this pandemic in our country. I'm seeing schools close. I'm seeing colleges have to go offline, but there are so many other practices that need to be happening in order for us to have health and well-being. And I feel like that's eluding our country and our people. So I ask you tonight not to let it elude you, to make decisions in your life, in your home, in your family, and in your community that stress the importance of safety and of health before the dollar. Thank you for thinking about that tonight. I think about you and I pray for your health and your healing and your happiness. Because if you have those things, the economy will come for you and prosperity will be there. Thank you.